Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm making this adorable little West Elm inspired cabinet that I actually turned into a little bar. And I keep a little bit of extra kitchen storage in there too, but we get so much use out of this and it's just such a talking piece in our living room. So I'm going to show you guys how I make it right now. And I'm just starting out with one of these $35 IKEA shelving units. I think it's called the Kallax design. Next, I had a piece of plywood cut for me to be 27 inches by 27 inches. And I'm just painting this white, and I actually did 2 coats. Next, I'm taking my 14 by 27.5 inch doors, and I had them cut for me at Lowe's, and I'm just going to sand them down really well so that the stain that we're going to use later actually sinks super well into the wood. Next, I'm actually just going to be taping down the design that I want on my doors. And I decided to just go with a very simple, like, white rectangular design, and I just used some tape to kind of tape off where I wanted to paint the white paint again. You could totally get creative here and do some kind of like really cool abstract design. That would be amazing, but I just wanted to keep it really simple because we do have kind of a lot going on in our living room as it is. So I just wanted it to be very clean and very West Elm inspired. And I'm just going to take some of the same white indoor paint and just paint in where I had taped off. And again, I'm going to do 2 coats to make sure that the opacity is where I like it. And you're going to just do that to your other door, just do the same exact thing. And once the paint is dry, you can remove the tape and it comes out perfect. So next I'm actually going to start staining the wood. You could certainly do this the other way around. I was just a little bit concerned that the white paint wasn't going to adhere on top of the oil-based stain. So I did the paint first and then the stain. But I mean, if you want to give it a try and you want the white paint to really stick out and not be tinted at all by the stain, I think it would work. I haven't tried it, and honestly, it didn't tint it enough for me that like it wasn't usable. Just something to keep in mind. And what I like to do is paint on a little bit and then use a rag and kind of diffuse it out a little bit. I don't like when it's too harsh on the wood, so I kind of like to apply some stain and then wipe most of it off so that it's kind of that like really soft brown rich color. And then once you've had a chance to let those completely cure, I like to leave my stained items overnight to really set, and that way you're not going to get any transfer on your hands when you work with it. And once you've done that, I basically just took my piece of white plywood and just took a couple of like finishing nails and just tapped them through onto the back side of our shelving unit so that the white is showing. And next, you're just going to take your hinge and score where your little screws are going to go, and just take your drill, and I just like to mark it off just a little bit so that when I screw things in, you're not going to get any splitting. That can tend to happen with pine wood like this that's like super cheap. It just has a tendency to split, so just be super careful. And I like to drill out the holes just a little bit before I start screwing things in. And you're just going to do that to all 4 sides on your doors, and then you're just going to lay them down and screw them in. And it's super simple to do. I know this is this can be really intimidating for a lot of people, but putting doors on this is so simple and really inexpensive. These hinges were only $3 for a set of 2, so I spent $6 on that. And next, we're just going to screw on these little bottom plates that will actually help us screw in our legs to give it some really good stability. And the legs that I ended up using were really expensive, so honestly, I would just use ones from like Amazon or something. I'll link a couple down below. These were just way more expensive than I thought, but I was kind of just ready to get this done. So you're just going to screw all 4 of the screws into the little supporting plate, and then you're going to do that for all 4 corners and put your legs on, and that is so simple. And I just like to arrange mine using some of our favorite like pretty bottles of liquor and some of the shakers, and I added some string lights just to keep it really festive, and that's it. It was so simple and actually holds quite a lot in there, which has been super helpful with our really small kitchen. So if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe to my channel. I love making videos like this, and the more people that enjoy this kind of thing, the better. So if you enjoyed it, be sure to subscribe and like this video. And I'll see you guys in my next one.